Well, good evening, guys, and happy Saturday to all of your sunshiny faces. Charlie is here with me. Hi, bud. And so is Bravo, but he's licking his tail right now. Charlie's paying attention. Charlie's confused because we already took a shower. Normally, I don't do this before I take a shower, or I do this before I take a shower, not afterwards. So when, like, I'm done, he's gonna be like, wait, are we supposed to go and take another shower now? So, like, do you guys see how much he's paying attention to me? This is what he does a lot of times when, like, he's not in frame. Like, he'll be looking at me and listening for certain words. Like when I say, if you guys enjoyed today's vlog, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. And if you guys are new, make sure you subscribe. And if you guys, are you paying attention to me? He's like, we're not really gonna go and take another shower, are we? Normally they follow me into the bathroom when I take a shower, so like that's why. And he knows normally like the end of the day kind of stuff and routine and everything like that. So he's like, wait, I'm confused as to what's going on right now. I took a shower because I am tired. I got up not super early today, but I went to bed a little late last night. I got up I think around 9 o'clock maybe, and we ended up leaving at about 10 o'clock. We went to Aldi and Menards. We got all the stuff that we needed for baking from Aldi, and we got a couple of things from Menards that we needed, along with, we were supposed to get the vent cover for my bedroom vent, and we forgot. So I'm probably not going to be able to, unless my dad stops one day during the week, probably not going to be able to put the desk together until after the we get the vent cover, because I'm not going to put it together and then like have it be, because it's not in front of the vent, but I'm having like the cube organizer will be, and the plan is to leave one of them empty so that like the air can come through and everything like that. But I can't like build it and put it together there because I have to be able to get there to be able to put the vent cover on. So I don't know how we're supposed to do that for putting the desk together. So anyways, I don't know when that's gonna happen during the week, but at some point it's going to. And then we ended up coming home after we went to those two stores. Then after that we ended up, Jack and my dad, I ended up coming home, put the groceries away, and then my mom was making Christmas cookies because we got all the stuff that we really needed for like Christmas cookies, plus other like weekly grocery kind of stuff that we need like extra stuff of at Aldi. So we did all of that. And then when we came home, I ended up having my coffee and my breakfast and did dishes so my mom could obviously, like, while she was cooking and everything like that, or baking, I guess. She's baking all the Christmas cookies, you know, along with Jack. So I needed to make sure the dishes and dishwasher was like, you know, cleared out and like there was a load running and stuff like that, so that all the dirty dishes could obviously be taken care of, because you know, there's a lot of that dirtying dishes when you're baking or cooking. Then me and my dad ended up going Christmas shopping. We've had this tradition for years where my dad will end up taking one of us 3 kids like to go Christmas shopping, and a lot of the times it's like Christmas shopping to like either get like stuff for my mom, or even to like kind of maybe sometimes gauge what we might want. Like, you know, he might be like, oh, why don't I take you to this store? And then when you shop around and you go, oh wow, I really like this, or oh wow, I really like that, or whatever, then my dad knows to go back with like a different sibling and go and get it or whatever. Or again too, maybe he might order something online, or again whatever it is. And also too, to like help maybe pick out certain gifts that he might not know or understand what it is on somebody else's list. So it's like somebody's kind of vague with what they asked for, and then, you know, like you as the sibling who maybe knows a little bit better can be like, oh, they wanted this thing, you know, or whatever. Like Jack, and like, you know, like we'll talk about like, oh, I really want this video game, but you know, like it's only for this thing, or you know, like you can only get it on this, you know, platform, or you know, can only buy it digitally, like something like that. My dad's like looking around the store and he's like, I can't find this thing anywhere. And I'm like, okay, well that's because you can only buy it on like the Xbox store or whatever, and so just buy him a gift card for it, or you know, something like that. So sometimes it's kind of helpful like with that kind of stuff. And then also too, sometimes my dad and my mom will also go Christmas shopping shopping together as well. But like me and my dad and Matthew and Jack have always had this tradition where, you know, again, too, at once a weekend, we'll end up going Christmas shopping. And we'll also always go and get lunch. So normally it's not like anything super fancy, but like normally a little bit better than, like, I don't know. We get some of the like food that we get when we go out Christmas shopping kind of often, but we also get to pick it instead of just being like, you know, if we're at home, everybody has to agree on what we want to eat. And so like I was like, I want Chipotle. So we ended up getting Chipotle, and Jack, like, and my dad, they've normally always gotten Steak and Shake, and while there's still Steak and Shakes around, the one near us closed, so I think they've changed theirs to Culver's now. So they go there to go their Christmas shopping, but we ended up going to a handful of places, and I was thankfully able to get pretty much all my Christmas shopping done. However, I still had a little bit left in my budget for my mom and for Jack. And I didn't find anything while we were out Christmas shopping, but thankfully I got kind of some ideas and ended up buying like 3 things online between the 2 of them that I needed. But like I got the extended family Christmas gifts that I still needed to get. I got the dog's Christmas gift, which I'd already bought them like toys, like dog toys at Menards. They're like, I don't know if there's the squeaky kind or whatever, but I got those already. And then I ended up being like, well, I'll get them like a big thing of treats as well, because they have so many toys. And like, honestly, the one toy that they both lately have been carrying around with them, I think I bought this like several years ago for them. I don't know why or how they have not destroyed it, but the 2 of them have been having like loving this thing like it's stinking brand new. I mean, they did chew into it like maybe a little bit up here and stuff like that, but like overall I think I got this for them at least last year, if not maybe 2 years ago, and they still surprisingly, I just tossed it over and landed on Bravo's head. It surprisingly still held up. So I was like, honestly, they don't really need that many toys, and like I didn't really know what else to get them, so I was like, I'll just buy them a giant thing of cookies because they'll love it, because they'll enjoy the cookies. Oh. So I did get them each like a little toy, but like also the main bulk of their present was the cookie, because I know that they will eat those and enjoy those a lot. And they already have a lot of toys, and like the thing is too, they have a lot of undamaged toys, which is surprising. Like I said, that toy, it's probably, again, I don't even think it was from last year that they got these, and maybe it was. One of them was completely destroyed. I think they got a green one and a red one, and this was the red one, and the green one's long gone, but this one they still have like been fine with, and they've been playing with it all week as well. So like Charlie, I mean probably over a week, Charlie found it in like the little toy box that they have the other day, and he pulled it out and started playing with it, and they've both been carrying it around and playing with it. Like Bravo, he is so stinking cute, guys. He brings a toy with him to breakfast. So some stuffed animal toy, you know, that he has, their squeaky toy or whatever, like, but it has to be like a stuffed animal toy. That's really the only kind of toys that they like. They don't really, I mean, they do like, and they will play with like tennis balls and stuff like that. They also will play with like squeaky toys, like plastic squeaky toys, but Bravo especially, he loves like the stuffed animal type toys, and he gets so excited for breakfast in the morning that he has to go and find a toy, and he will spend like a long time in the living room looking for one if there's not one that's like already out. He will try and find one, and then he brings it with him to breakfast every morning. Like, it's so stinging cute, but that's the one that he's been choosing to bring to breakfast with him like every morning. I think it's hilarious how dogs have their own little personalities, and like when you pay attention to things like that, like if all of his toys were picked up and put away, he probably would never come to breakfast because he'd be trying to find a toy that he could bring with him. So like that's the kind of stuff that I just think is like so cute, and like that the dogs have their kind of own personality type thing, you know, like that kind of stuff. So anyways, I'm going to not take a shower. I'm just going to get to bed because it is late, and Charlie already realizes that we're going to bed, right, Charles? You don't have to go anywhere. You can just stay here. You can sleep with your toy tonight too, and cuddled up oh so cutely together. Anyways, I will see you guys in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.